Hey YouTube, Joe's Two Car Garage. I'm going to show you how I'm going to try and show you. This is the last one. So here we go. Oh, holy. This last piece of rod that I'm currently working right now has done the last 3 pistons. Uh-oh. Without a problem. Check a few things. A few things look good. In this current configuration that I have it set up right now, I can take it all the way in with the socket wrench. I don't have to switch wrenches. I don't have to do anything. The key is the hardware. I have grade 5 nuts. I have 2 of them on the bolt. I drilled out the washers to a slightly larger diameter. And I found a hardened washer. And that has seemed to make the biggest difference. Instead of tearing its way through the washers, I have 3 of them on there now. The 2 larger ones that are against the piece of pipe that's actually doing the pressing are acting like a bearing. And the hardened washer keeps everything from deflecting and bending getting all bent out of shape. And that's it. We have separated that piston from the rod. The best thing is, when I tear down the 5.3, I've got parts to already start with. I got stuff to use to take those pistons apart. And I can put them right on the rods and it'll be done. So let me get you a close-up shot of the situation that I got going on here. I had to add this nut because I was running out of throat over here, and I didn't want to cut the bolt because I thought if it stripped I might be able to move it and regain some traction. But with these grade 5 nuts on here and that hardened washer right there, it gets, oh, thank you very much. It gets hot, but it doesn't, it's not shredding anywhere near as bad as it did last, before. Well, I didn't see it. The nut is actually working its way in. I did put a spot weld on that to hold it. It's not really necessary. I just did it because I didn't want to fight with it, and it was easier than double nutting it and making sure it was tight. That's the way I did the first piston. I just double nutted that and it worked fine. I did strip one later on, but welding it was just easier. I didn't want to go through that many nuts. But like I said, these grade 5s right here, that works fantastic. So there you go, YouTube. A little bit of progress. A lot of videos today. Anywho, show you how that all comes off of here. Woo, hot stuff, baby. So that is just a piece of 1/2-inch black pipe. I cut the threads off of it and tried to make it as, as square as I could. You can see it's, it's starting to mushroom out a little bit. It's getting some force onto it. So I'll probably have to tune it up before I do the other what am I trying to say? The other set of pistons before I take them off the 5.3 rods. I also had 2 midstream. I noticed it was kind of close. First 2 pistons were okay, and it was down about here. And then the 3rd piston, I noticed it was pretty tight. It was pushing the ring around as it was coming down, so I had to stop and cut that relief notch out a little bit more. And that seemed to take care of everything. So So there you go. That's how it all works. Everything worked out great. I did not crack a piston. If I crack one of the 5.3s, you know, it's not really a big deal because these are going on. It'd be nice to have them just because, but in case I want to go boost it, I'd have to switch them back. And I had these grade 8s just in case. But anyway, these are, look at, these are the ones that I used. I drilled these guys out, and this is the hardened washer that I put on top of there. I actually think that might be for my suspension. These are some extra ones, but there's a bunch of big ones on the floor. They're all over the place. I mean, they're tore up. It just shredded them as it was going in. So that is the key. Hardened stuff, hardened stuff. All right, YouTube.